What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Full 90. First of all, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you for 500,000 views on the channel. That is just insane. And nearly 9,000 subscribers. Let's try and get there before the Champions League final this weekend. But before that, we have our semi-final predictions today in this video. Let's take a little look back at our quarter-final predictions because it was a bit of a mixed bag. Some pretty good predictions and some pretty bad predictions. It does have to be said. So kicking it off, we had Atalanta up against PSG, and the game went pretty much exactly how I thought it would, to be honest. PSG a little bit shocked by Atalanta at first. Atalanta taking the lead. I predicted the 2-1 win to PSG. I didn't think it would be quite that late, but I did see Paris Saint-Germain going through in the way that they did, so I was happy with that one. Coming up after that, we had Leipzig versus Atletico Madrid, and I'll be honest, I hold my hands up on this one. It wasn't a good prediction in the end upon reflection, but I don't think Simeone picked the right team. I think he just, I just think he got it all wrong, to be honest. I predicted a 1-0 win to Atleti, and it was a 2-1 win to RB Leipzig. Leipzig proving that even without Werner, they can prove to be a real force this season in the Champions League. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they do in the semi-final as well. Barcelona up against Bayern. I predicted a 3-2 win to Bayern. I was going to go 3-1. I went 3-2, and in the end, we all know what happens. And it was just absolute destruction. I've said for the longest time, I think since the beginning, I had Bayern winning the Champions League this season, and with the result we're going to talk about after, I think it's more or less nailed on now. But Bayern winning against Barcelona 8-2, and then coming up after that, we had Manchester City up against Lyon. I predicted a 3-1. I'm not gonna lie, I got it perfect, 3-1. But I got it the wrong way around. I predicted a 3-1 win to Manchester City, and Lyon ended up winning 3-1. I think City just played it badly. I think City should have played it like Bayern did, but they tried to play it like Atletico Madrid did, and they had the same fate. They're out of the Champions League. It's now France versus Germany at the moment. So the semi-final was first one kicking it off. Arguably the most exciting, you don't know. It's very interesting. Two teams that have both never won the Champions League. RB Leipzig up against PSG, and I think this is going to be very, very similar. As I said with Inter Milan in the Europa League, obviously they won 2-1, and then they have Shakhtar Donetsk to play tonight at the time of recording, and I think that it'll be very similar to when they beat Bayer Leverkusen 2-1. I said 2-1 to Inter Milan against Shakhtar. I think in the same way Paris Saint-Germain beat Atalanta 2-1, I can see them doing the same here to RB Leipzig. Possibly a 2-2. Either way, RB Leipzig are going to score. They just are. And Paris Saint-Germain are going to score. They just are. So it's just a matter of who gets ahead, how many. I could honestly see Leipzig taking the lead again, like they did against Atleti. And I think, like Atalanta did against Paris, I think PSG will score at least 2 goals because this is their best chance of winning the Champions League, even though I think Bayern Munich look absolutely unstoppable. PSG do have talent, and you never know what can happen in a one-game tie. I think PSG... Oh, this is tough. I predicted PSG to win 2-1 in the quarterfinals, and they did exactly that. So I'm going to do the same here, but do not count out Leipzig. Seriously, don't. I could see this ending 2-2, but I want to pick a winner in the full 90. So I'm going to go for another 2-1 win to PSG because they've got to make the final at some point in their career, and it's been a long, long time. Have they ever made the final? I don't even know, but it's been at least 25 years. 25 years since they made the semis, and here they are with a chance against Leipzig, a team that wasn't even a thought when they last reached the semi-final. So I'm going to give the win to PSG here. The next game is Lyon up against Bayern Munich. Do Lyon have a chance? I mean, most people, myself included, really don't... Well, I'm more certain here than I was in the last round. I wasn't absolutely certain. I didn't give Lyon no chance in my head against Manchester City. I thought City would go through. Of course I did, like many did. But I don't see Lyon having a single chance here. And I don't know what else to tell you. I would bet any amount Lyon will not go through. And obviously it's like, oh yeah, you're cool saying that Bayern are going to qualify after just beating Barcelona 8-2. Like, obviously they're going to qualify, but there is absolutely 0% chance. And I'll hold me to that. Quote this, film it, take the clip, meme me when Lyon go through to the final. There is no way Bayern don't qualify here. I'm going to go for a 4-1 victory because I was going to go 4-2, but last time I predicted 4-2 to Bayern, they won 4-1. So I'm going to try and nip it in the bud and say 4-1 to Bayern Munich because Bayern Munich, unlike Manchester City, when they changed the way they play to try and squeak their way through, unlike Atletico Madrid, who sort of just were too cautious to try and squeak their way through. Bayern won't do that. They might concede 1 or 2, and Lyon, they've got a goal in them, as I said in the previous video, but they're not going to stop scoring. If they can score 10, they will score 10. So Bayern Munich are going to win this game, and I'm going to go 4-1. So that is going to do it for this video. Please do leave a like. Let's smash 200 likes again. We got very close to 300 on the quarterfinal video, but let's try and break 200 in this video. Leave your predictions down in the comments below. I absolutely love seeing it, but as we saw by the quarterfinal, there were a ton of goals, and I'm very, very excited for the semi-final up and coming. So that is going to do it from me, and I will see you in the next video, which will be a Europa League final prediction very soon.